Welcome back everyone to Drink Before Film. In this video, we're gonna talk about the two big budget Thai sci-fi film, one of which has been released, which is Uranus2324. I'm gonna talk about why I'm disappointed by VelCurve strategy in promoting the film. And then we're gonna jump to Taklee Genesis and talk about the international releases for the film. Don't be surprised if in this video I'm speaking in English because I'm trying a different approach when it comes to my videos because I know there's some international audiences in the channel as well. So if you're Thai, I'm going to make sure to put out the subtitle after I finish editing and posting these videos. So hang in there, it's gonna come very soon. So back in July 12, VelCurve Studio came out with a statement addressing the Uranus2324 film. In the statement, they have said that they made a re-edited version of the film, which will be a shorter version with a runtime of 2 hours and 10 minutes. And this new version will be replacing the old version of the film starting on July 13. Now, why am I mad at this? It's because apparently the new version of the film is the better version. According to all the people who have seen the new version have said that it's way more concise, the editing is smoother, and the story itself is easy to follow through, and there is also a new scene added to the film to help the audience understand what happens in certain moments of the film. Alright, I'm gonna be honest, VelCurve should have a test screening before they release this film to a movie theater. The old version of the film, let's be real, the editing makes it quite hard to follow through, and a subplot between Kat and her mom shouldn't be there, as well as some of the fan service scenes. So what happens now is the film quite suffers in the box office. So Uranus2324 made about 7,200,000 baht in the box office. The numbers came from all the movie theater in Bangkok and neighboring province and Chiang Mai, but it still doesn't looking good for this film. I am from a province outside of Bangkok, and let me tell you, the first time that I went to see this film in theater, there was only me in the movie theater, and that was like the one day after its releases. But yeah, I don't think this movie made a lot of money countrywide, and now they are doing a discount for the movie ticket. Now, what should have happened was, VelCurve should have released the 2 hours and 10 minutes version first. More of these positive reviews would have made a difference. You shouldn't just focus on the fans, you need to focus on the general audiences as well. And the general audience is where you get your revenue back. And after they releases the 2 hours and 10 minutes version, they can do something like, hey, we have this extended cut of the film, come back and see it again in theater. I mean, that should have happened, but it's not. You have a chance of making a good first impressions, so do it. As a gay man, I want to see a queer film success in the film industry. I wish that I can go support this movie again, but the theater already removed the showtime for this film. I mean, that's such a bummer. I hope that VelCurve learned from the lesson and don't do these mistakes once again. Now, let's talk about the international releases for Taklee Genesis. I know some of you that click on my video might be War Vanillas fans. I know that he has international fan as well, just like Fred and Becky, so that's cool. As of now, I have gathering all the information from the Thai source and the international source as well. From what I have read, Warner Bros. Thailand have said that they sold Taklee Genesis to more than 40 countries worldwide. However, they did not specify which country it will be showing in, but it's still quite a good number, regardless. Now, I do aware that there are some Thai people who live outside of Thailand who want to see this film as well. So let's we all take a look at the Screen Daily's article that was posted on May 16 of this year. So in this article, they did specify some of the countries that this film will be showing in. To summarize, Taklee Genesis will be released in 3 continents, which are North America, Europe, and Asia. Now let's look at Southeast Asia first. There are 7 countries that this film will be showing in, which are Singapore, Philippines, Malaysia, Brunei, Vietnam, Cambodia, and Laos. Congrats to all the people who live in these 7 countries. You get a chance to see this film, except Myanmar and Indonesia, since you guys were not on the list, so you probably will not see this film in the cinema. But if you really want to see this film, you might want to take the flight to Thailand on the 12th of September. Next, we have 1 country for South Asia, which is India. If you're in India right now, you are lucky. Next up, we have East Asia. Surprisingly, there are only 3 countries in this region that the film will be shown in. The countries include Taiwan, that I think will be shown in the movie theater, and then we have Hong Kong, Macau, parentheses, Prime Video, which means it's gonna be in the streaming service. But it's still a good thing, you still get to watch this film if you're in these 2 countries. Now, there is one detail that's confused me. If you notice, the article did mention Southeast Asia again as a whole, so I don't know what they mean by that. Does they mean that after the film get released in movie theater, it's gonna come out in the Prime Videos? I don't know. I hope so. Now, let's look at Europe. So we have Eastern Europe, which includes the CIS countries, aka Commonwealth of Independent States. So if you live in these 10 countries, you will see this film. Next, we got one for Central Europe, which is Germany. And if you live in the neighboring countries, make sure to take a train to Germany to see this film. I'm joking. And next, for the Western Europe, we have the UK or the United Kingdom. So we have Northern Ireland, Scotland, Wales, and England. If you live in these 4 countries, you're good. You get to see this film. Now, here is where things get tricky. So in the headline for this article, it said that the film got sold to the US, but it doesn't specify if the United States is the only place you can see this film. And if we look back at the claim from Warner Bros. Thailand, they said that they sold this film to more than 40 countries. If we combine the numbers from Asia and Europe with the United States, we come at a total of 27 countries. Where is the rest of the countries? Because it haven't made up 40 yet. Now, here's the thing. I just learned that when people refer to North America, sometimes they didn't just mean Canada and the United States. Sometimes they do include Central America to the list as well. If that is the case, that would explain the missing countries. And in the best case scenario, it means that you might be able to see Taklee Genesis if you live in Canada or Central America. But even if that's the case, it didn't explain why Screen Daily did not specify all the countries that the film will be showing in. I don't know. Maybe they got the information from the secondary source and there may be some miscommunication. But nonetheless, let's hope for the best. Let's hope that the film will be shown in the country that you are living in right now. And that's the end of this video. Before we go, let me be clear that all the things that I said is just my speculations. I could be wrong, so don't take my words for it. There might be a new information or the new announcements coming up, and things could change. So keep your heads up. Now, if you have seen the advertisements for Taklee Genesis in your country, whether it be online or in a movie theater, just please leave the comment down below so we can discuss about it more in the future. Thank you.